Welcome to the Points Taken Podcast. My name is James Keeley. With me, as always, is Sammy Schaefer. How you doing, Sammy?
I'm perplexed right now. Like right before we started recording, a song lyric popped in my head, and you're like the master at them. So I'm going to see if you can help me get this.
Okay.
Right? It goes, yours and yours alone, right? But it's yours and yours alone. That's it. That's all that popped in my head, and I can't think of what it's from.
I feel like I know.
I don't know. It could be a movie or a TV show or something. I know it's got to be a song.
I'll figure it out in the next 2 segments, I hope.
Okay. Otherwise, I'm going to be distracted this whole episode.
Yeah, you might as well phone it in now. This is episode 41, available Wednesday?
I think Wednesday, maybe Thursday.
We'll do it Thursday, whatever.
Yeah.
Wednesday, we're good.
Okay.
We're putting them out early. People are dying to see them. Can't wait. But there's a lot to talk about, Sammy.
Mm-hmm.
I had to abdicate my my wrestling women's wrestling championship belt
Okay.
because of the Supreme Court. Thanks for nothing. Protecting women. You're not protecting me.
Yeah, that's true.
Fucking sons of bitches.
That is true. You are right about. I didn't even think about that.
I'm not going to wrestle a man. That seems tricky.
Andy Kaufman is rolling over in his grave right now.
God bless that son of a bitch. He's still alive. It's a big old long con.
I thought he was. Oh, I think it's a con.
It's a bit.
Oh, that would be amazing.
All right, Sammy. We got a lot to talk about. What's on the show?
Playoff picks, fired fanatic, and TikTok's on the clock.
On the clock. Get rid of them.
I gotta interrupt you. I figured it out. Did you figure it out yet?
Do it again, and I think I know it.
Yours and yours alone.
I think I know it.
Yeah.
She can tell right away.
That's it. Yeah.
That was bad in the bowl.
Yes, you got it. You got it. There you go.
You can't stop
Woo,
this guy.
You are the champion.
He's
of
got
that.
too much time on his hands.
Too much useless knowledge up there too.
Who sings it?
That I don't know.
George Thorogood and the Destroyers.
There
Great
it is.
song.
Very good song. Yeah.
Love George Thorogood and the Destroyers.
Oh
Yours
God.
and yours alone.
Now we can have a real episode.
Yeah, we're gonna ban this episode for stealing 3 seconds of a George Thorogood hit. Sammy, there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
There's still chaos going.
Lots of chaos.
We're trying to avoid politics, but boy, they're everywhere.
It's you know what? I thought maybe things would simmer for a little bit, but no.
A lot of confirmation hearings. A lot of people very upset.
Mm-hmm.
The Megan,
It's just like a popularity contest at that point.
Oh, yeah.
Those are such crap.
they're wasting our time.
Yeah.
Just put in your vote.
Just do
all
it.
these interviews, all this flexing, all this bullshit.
Yeah.
I see enough flexing in my everyday life.
Yeah.
Just dropping kids off at a play date. And just like, oh, did you see all my new things that I have? We bought a rocket all day long. Meghan Markle's still the talk of the town.
Oh.
I'm so excited. Nobody reached out from the royal family.
No, not one person.
No one
I
was
thought you
going
did an email or something.
You know why?
Why?
Because they hate her. As much as the American public does.
It's true. They banished her anyways.
Now, I
I was
asked...
actually gonna get a thank you card.
Yeah. I told you, I said, let's do 5 thumbs up, 5 thumbs down celebrities or people in the news right now. Or just people that, okay, the thumbs down, people that you never want to spend 5 minutes with.
Yeah.
And the thumbs up people you want to have a beer with or you find interesting. You want to start with the up?
Sure, it's up to you.
Let's start with the good ones.
Okay.
The 5 up. 5 thumbs up.
5 up. Let me pull them out. You going first or me?
You go first.
Okay. 5 up. You're gonna hate this one, but I love it. Taylor Swift.
Okay.
I would have a beer with her.
Okay.
I like, you know what? Like, she's the most like talented person, artist out right now. It'd be cool to talk to her about like work ethic and stuff like that.
Okay, that's fair.
Mhm.
I was actually going to say you can't do anything naked with him, so
No,
that's good.
I'm
I'm
sure,
glad
like-
I'm glad you did this.
So Taylor Swift, non-sexual,
Okay.
just had a beer,
That wouldn't be on my
or
list.
maybe
so that's-
maybe a seltzer with her. I don't think she's a beer fan.
sounds-
I'm guessing.
sounds lame. That's on my down list.
Number 2, Ryan Reynolds.
Okay,
I just
another controversial pick.
I like him. Like everything about him. He's just always this number 1 guy in everything. I
need
just
to
kind
read
of
up
want to
on
talk to him.
Need to read up on him and his wife lately.
She's Blake
Yeah.
Lively, right? Yeah. Well, I hear something with that Justin whatever guy. I don't care. I like him.
Some Italian director.
Yeah.
All right, interesting.
3rd is Slash. Oh man.
What's Slash's real name?
Oh, I don't know.
Saul Hudson.
There you go.
You wouldn't get that from Slash.
No.
Black Jewish guy.
Nothing
Badass
at all.
guitarist.
Honestly, I won't even talk. I just want to hear him tell stories.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
man.
It's like he survived quite the drug habit over the years.
Yeah.
That's what you want to hear about. How'd you get through? How'd you do all them
I
drugs?
think he was like in the room when Nikki Sixx OD'd.
Oh, really?
Like I think he's been around. He's definitely been around.
Slash has seen good old Saul Hudson, seen a few things.
Number 4, Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. Yeah.
Or 5-1. 2 now. Michael Jordan,
Yeah.
I should say.
Yeah.
Number 1, Elon Musk.
Elon's what a polarizing figure.
Man, he's just so eccentric. I would just, am I saying that word right?
Yeah,
eccentric.
eccentric.
Yeah. He just like, you talk to him and you're like, how do you even think about that kind of stuff?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I would love to just pick his brain.
That's a good one because I do like a good villain too.
Yes.
And he's got the resources, the smarts, and the drive to kill us all.
And he might.
We are trusting him
He might just
to
might.
not do that.
But he might see. I think he might be the one that saves us or kills us in the process.
Yeah.
Because like, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be seeing Mars in our lifetime. But we probably will in our lifetime.
Yeah.
But he might blow up on the Earth trying to get there.
Yeah.
So who knows?
I don't think a lot of people are doing enough good things.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk more about just water. Just, give us water.
Yes.
Give us water to put out fires.
Yep.
Give us water to drink.
Something.
Let's start there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start there, politicians. They're doing all this stuff, all of these hoop jump throughs, and they just can't get the basics
That's
right.
it. Just water.
And all these people are coming out to defend. They're like, oh, they're doing what they can. They're not. They let an entire area burn to the ground and still burning.
Politicians across the board are not the right people we want to make decisions because they just are. They're money driven and they're not necessarily the most street smart people.
Yeah, and there's the system is really flawed.
Mm-hmm.
We need more. We need better candidates. We need better people to sign up. But it's awful. Society's awful. We're nasty to each other. We pick on people. I remember when Chelsea Clinton was the president's daughter.
Yeah.
And Saturday Night Live was picking on her. I've talked about this before.
Yeah.
It's like, what, you want somebody picking on your little girl?
That was not really.
What a bunch of shit.
I forgot
and
about
then
that.
And then they're like, why do we have bad candidates? Because society's trash. And places like Saturday Night Live and stuff should be ashamed of themselves for allowing that to be broadcast.
Yeah.
So I got a bone to pick with them here and there. Although they did have Andy Kaufman. I think
They did. That was back when they were good, though.
It was back when they were good. I got my 5 up. Jillian Michaels. You know Jillian Michaels?
The actress?
She used to be on The Biggest Loser. She's the trainer.
Oh, I'm thinking of the wrong person. Oh, Jillian Michaels. Okay, I'm thinking of the wrong person.
Yeah.
Yes.
She came out kind of scorched earth against California. She is a famous trainer.
Mm-hmm.
She's a lesbian. And we were hard on lesbians in the last one. And I like Jillian Michaels. Listen, I don't care what your situation is. You do what you want. This is a free
absolutely.
country. This is why we protect our rights in this country.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about that later with TikTok.
Okay.
But she came out and she went nuts on Gavin
didn't know
Newsom,
that. I didn't know
California. She said she was a deep blue a Democrat, and now she's a Trump Republican. For a lesbian, she said she moved from California to Florida, and she totally flipped her switch. It was like
Oh,
Dennis
that's
Miller.
awesome. Yeah.
Dennis Miller was deep blue liberal. And now pretty red.
Pretty far red.
So those people, I want to know how they got there.
You can respect someone that openly makes that because going Republican's not popular right now.
No, it's not.
So for her to put her career on the line because of cancel culture, she didn't care.
It's so easy now, though.
is.
It wasn't
8 years
hard
ago.
to do. It wasn't easy to do a year ago.
True.
But now it's like everybody's like, we were there the whole time. We just didn't want to get shot down. One who has been there the whole time, number 4 for me, James Woods. He's been on the news a lot lately. I love James Woods.
He always trends.
God damn, I love James Woods. Another guy in the news who was canceled, came back from the dead, much like Jesus, who he says is real. Mel Gibson.
Oh, Mel Gibson's back.
Mel Gibson on
He
the
came
Rogan
back hard,
podcast.
Yeah, Rogan brought him back, yeah.
When you were talking about Taylor Swift and you're talking about work ethic, Rogan's another guy
Yeah.
who works his ass off.
Absolutely.
I like Rogan. I don't love everything about him, but so number 2 on my up list this week, Justine Bateman from last week's episode, sticking it to Markle. God bless you.
Funny.
Big fan, Justine. Come on the show.
Okay.
Come on the show. And one, I don't know if he's ever going to be knocked off this list, Mr. Keanu Reeves. Every time I see that guy,
Interesting. I thought you were going to go Hulk Hogan for
he
your first
just seems like the nicest,
He does.
living his best life kind of guy.
He really does, yeah.
Even in John Wick, he's shooting people in the face repeatedly, and he just seems like he's having a blast. I love Keanu Reeves.
You know, I wanted to hate him when I was younger, but I think that was just because everyone wanted to hate him.
Oh, yeah.
And then you hear these stories, and he's just a great guy. I guess the last John Wick, he bought all the stuntmen like motorcycles,
I know.
stuff like that.
I want to have like a life where I'm as appreciative and happy as Keanu Reeves one day.
Man,
He
Yeah.
seems
he still
like
rides the subway. He's one of the biggest names in Hollywood.
I know.
You'll still catch him riding the subway.
I know. Something's gonna
Insane.
come out. He's gonna be on a Diddy party list, right?
It's
Nobody's that
gotta be,
good.
right?
Keanu, you rascal! Don't break my heart. All right, who's on your down list?
My diet 5 down. These are people that if I walked into an elevator and they were on it, I would hope the elevator crashes.
Yeah.
Number 5, Kathy Griffin.
Oh, great pick.
Yeah, great pick. 4, Will Smith.
Yep, great pick.
Number 3, Machine Gun Kelly.
Okay, I don't know enough about him. He's more of your people, but he seems
Insufferable.
dreadful.
Absolutely
He seems dreadful.
insufferable. He still thinks he won the battle against Eminem. He is terrible.
Okay.
Number 4, Kim Kardashian.
By the way, Eminem should be on my list too. He's another insufferable one.
There you go.
Kim Kardashian.
Number 4, Kim Kardashian. Number 2, Kim Kardashian. Number 1, Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh yeah, you picked some good
If
ones.
Jimmy Kimmel was on the elevator, I would cut the wires with me on it if he was in that elevator with me.
All right, all right. I'm going straight to this because you mentioned some of the list. I got a fast 5 for you.
Oh, okay.
Dreadful Celebrity Edition. I was gonna say if you had to have them as a weekend guest, but I like your elevator thing. I'd rather crash with me in and I'll take my chances. All right, first one, Chelsea Handler.
These are people that I would. I hate more. Like, do I pick which one I hate more, or the one I hate least? Or
The
what is
least.
it?
Like,
Okay.
If you have to have one of these people in your home,
Okay.
or go to a meal with them, Chelsea Handler or Ellen DeGeneres, they both seem dreadful.
I'd rather take Chelsea Handler.
Okay, I'm going with Ellen, and it's
wow!
they're both awful.
She is the worst.
I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I'm not confident of this one. Stephen Colbert or the aforementioned Jimmy Kimmel.
Stephen Colbert.
Okay, Stephen Colbert. Okay,
He's not as bad. He's got some bad views, but I think he at least packages his views better, where you can at least listen to him.
they're both so bad, and I used to really like them both.
Absolutely.
Colbert's a Second City guy where we studied.
So good.
And we were really happy, and he was a great improviser.
Mhm.
When he did that vaccine song, I said, I will never watch this guy seriously again. He's stumping for pharma, for big pharma.
Yeah.
But then Jimmy Kimmel was one of my favorites, and he was so funny.
Mhm.
And every time something doesn't go his way, he cries on TV.
Oh, and he like literally cries.
Not a joke with me. I don't know. I don't know. I picked Kimmel, but I did both are awful.
Yeah.
Madonna
Okay.
or Jada Pinkett Smith.
I'd pick Madonna.
I think it's Madonna too.
She's got
She's
great
so
stories.
dreadful.
I want to hear her stories about being a whore.
Oh yeah, well,
she would have some great stories.
You took it to a real swap.
She would teach me a few
A real
things.
swap. She teaches about some ointments and stuff. I'm picking these two because they shared a similar role, but they both seem to be difficult people.
Okay.
Edward Norton
Okay.
was the Hulk.
Yeah, I know Edward Norton.
He lost his role
Mm-hmm.
to another guy who was his friend who took the role of the Hulk, Mark Ruffalo. Edward Norton versus Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo was an alternate on my 5 downs. So I'm taking Edward Norton.
Yeah, me too. I hate
Easily.
Ruffalo so
I hate
much.
him. He was on my top 5, and I realized I hate other people more.
Norton is really outspoken and
Yeah.
seems insufferable, but
he's so
Ruffalo is the worst.
He absolutely is. He's not famous enough to have as much outspokenness as he does.
And oh god, there's just so many things he's done in movies, especially that Iron Man shit. Iron Man, the Hulk shit,
Mhm.
Avengers shit. Oh god. Last one,
Mm-hmm.
Kathy Griffin, who you mentioned, or Joy Behar.
Oh,
You have to go Behar on this one because you said Kathy Griffin.
I have to, but Jesus, that's tough. I think Behar only because her voice isn't as annoying. Like I could listen to her.
Oh,
all
what?
the time. Oh, Kathy Griffin's got the worst annoying voice in the world.
I don't know. I feel like
God, that is a hard choice. But you're right. I have to choose Joy Behar. God, I pigeonholed myself on that one.
Kathy Griffin has actually made me laugh, even though
That's true.
I don't like saying that.
Mm-hmm.
She has made me laugh. She's had some jokes. She has gone so over the edge.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want her in my home.
No.
I think I'm picking Kathy because Joy Behar has never made me laugh once in my
That's
life.
true. I mean, as a comedian,
And she's
Kathy
just
did have
full.
a few jokes that were funny.
Yeah.
Well, that's the hardest thing you could have ever asked.
Oh, that was one of the hardest Fast Fives I put together.
Yeah.
Just
The first 4 were easy for me. That last
dreadful
one,
celebrities.
that last one was hard though. Oh, putting it together though, yes.
It's so easy to be a Republican celebrity now. Though.
Yeah,
They
it
were
is.
waiting. They were hiding in the grass. They didn't want to say anything. They were shouted down, and now they're like, "We're standing up."
It's our moment.
It's our moment when people like
Hey,
Woods.
you know what? If you weren't there on January 6th, I don't want to hear from you.
That's right. If you weren't kicking down the door, if you're not currently incarcerated and
Yeah.
about to be pardoned, bullshit.
Don't say
Nobody's
anything.
listening. This seems trivial now. My 5 down. Zuckerberg.
Okay.
No, you get nothing.
Nah,
You get
that's-
nothing. You are a flip-flopping piece of garbage.
That is true.
You let kids suffer on that fucking website of yours. The suicide rate was high. You have an algorithm that triggers people, that gets into kids' heads. You are filth. You should be number one. Fuck this. He's one. You get no reprieve.
Yes,
you get no reprieve, Zuckerberg. You are filth. You're going to the hot country. I'll see you there, MF. Hilaria Baldwin.
Oh, I should have known that was coming. Yeah, Hilaria.
If you're a Baldwin and you're the worst one and you're not even by blood.
And you married into the name?
Hilaria. You see, she forgot how to say onions in the thing.
Yeah.
Cebolla. What is cebolla? I don't even. I'm from Connecticut. I don't know how to say onions. It's cebollas in Connecticut for me. Hilaria. John Cusack, not on the news, but fucking can't stand him.
Overrated actor for sure.
Gavin, and I actually like some of his films, but fuck you, John. Gavin Newsom. No one can defend this guy. No. But they are. They think they can, but they shouldn't. And Meghan Markle. You're still at the top of the list.
We knew that one.
Congratulations, sweetheart. No one likes you. Would love Meghan. People are going to watch because you're so dreadful, but it's not because of the reasons you wanted.
So there was a Baldwin that I didn't put on my list because I didn't know which up or down. So I made it his own. He's up and down, Alec Baldwin.
I know.
I want to drink with him, but I think I'd punch him at the end of the conversation.
Yeah. Oh, and he'd be all punchy too.
Absolutely.
He's a fake tough guy.
So he's like up down type guy.
He's so talented though.
He is.
I love Alec Baldwin.
He's so funny.
The artist. And I hate Alec Baldwin, the human being.
Take away his social media.
Listen, he's a killer. Stop.
That's true. I better be careful.
The man is a killer.
I should be careful. Otherwise, he might, take me out.
He's like, Sammy, does this gun work?
Hey, I need you for a small part of a role.
Right.
Just come on the set. It's a cowboy scene, a western.
Sammy, hold this grenade. I'll be right back. Damn it. All right. You're not going to be proud of me. I'm the women's wrestling champion, and I'm still doing dry January. What's the matter with me? Man, I should be real more masculine than this.
You really should.
I'm trying to shed some of this weight because the internet has called me names. All right, Sammy. It's time for a modified game day drink.
Are these game day drinks?
Sammy.
Yeah.
It's time for everybody's favorite drinking game. Are these game day drinks?
Nice.
What do we got today?
We are bringing up Liquid Death. This is a strictly water beverage. We're going with dry January for this guy over here.
I'm not proud of it.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather be a fall down drunk while I'm losing gambling.
This popped up. This Liquid Death I'm seeing at bars, when I go to clubs, more for the younger places like where we hang out. Our generation. I'm not seeing it so much there, but the younger kids are drinking it.
What, is this sort of like I'm doing drugs and I want water drink?
This is meant to be like you can still go out and have fun because we have Liquid Death available for you. Versus like, oh, you're drinking water. You're like, I'm drinking Liquid Death.
So it's water.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Just water.
Cheers.
Now, before we start, they are the creators of the Pit Diaper, right?
Oh, that's right.
They are the creators of the Pit Diaper. So I'm actually kind of happy with this company right now.
Maybe it's affecting the taste.
All right.
Cheers. And
we're gonna rate these, right?
We're gonna rate it. It's water. Are you drinking this during a game? If you're not drinking.
You're at a game, you decide not to drink, you grab this, what do you rate it?
So, okay. This is purely seltzer water.
Yeah.
What?
It's just sparkling water. Ow. This is tough to rate, though. It's tough to judge you a rating, because, you know what, I think it's what you're doing. Okay.
All right, Sam.
Your face did not seem happy. I don't even know if you like seltzer water.
Okay.
I think you gave it a 3.7.
I gave it a 4.8, Sam.
Oh, no! Oh, so close! I hate this so much.
I'm not going to gloat.
Oh, that's a big chunk,
I'm not going to gloat because I don't think I got your score all that well.
Oh.
Enjoy. Bon appetit. Chase it down with some Liquid Death.
Oh my God. Well, I drank it all. Crap! Oh! Like, you know how when cotton candy melts in your mouth? This just doesn't melt fast enough.
We have another one. All right, we'll try this.
Okay.
What is this one? What is this flavor?
No, this is like the orange, some kind of Grave Death.
Grave Death.
Some kind of orange thing. I
Orange flavor.
gotta do yours.
Yeah, I know. So, Sammy, I'm scared. I think you gave this a 5.7.
4.1.
Damn it!
4.1.
God damn it! Ugh.
I
got a small piece.
It's just water.
I'm gonna.
You know?
Oh,
it's
God!
oh.
It's in my teeth.
It's just water. Like, it's cool. It's a gimmick, but I'm not gonna pay extra for it. Ugh.
All right.
Let's try to get this segment on because this is gross.
Yeah. All right. This is the what?
This is I think grave death, I believe.
Are we gonna rate this? And
squeeze the death. We believe
Still-
this is like orange flavor. They all have a bunch of weird flavors.
All right. Cheers. What'd you give the first one?
4.1.
4.1.
It actually didn't even match that cotton candy.
All right.
All right. Okay. Now this one. You gave that first one a 4.8.
4.8.
Right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. What did I give this one?
I think you liked it more.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm so scared. 5.2.
You don't have to. I didn't like it more, but you don't have to get the punishment. 4.4.
Oh, just
I liked it less.
made
It's
it.
just artificial coloring and flavoring. What's the next one? Well, I think you gave this a 3.8.
I actually liked it. 5.4.
God damn it!
I would drink this on game day, but I like flavored water. That's why I drink seltzers.
5.4. Do you know the rules? It's
Oh,
6.4.
Nope, never mind. Wouldn't make a game day drink. Shit, I should have called it.
Are you
6.4.
new here?
Okay, I actually for that I'll do one.
No.
Oh,
right.
it almost like tastes like fart. Oh.
All right. This has been a very, very disappointing.
We're not even gonna do the other ones. No, but there's a whole bunch of different flavors.
February. We're not even going to do the other ones. What's the other one?
There's grapefruit. That was the other one.
Grapefruit, like
And then
grapefruit. Oh, clever.
Cherry obituary.
Cherry obituary.
I want to line. There's like 100 different flavors. This company's huge. I think they're just one of the best marketing campaigns out there.
It's just marketing.
That's
It's
it.
just marketing.
100% marketing.
Can we live in a country where the water's clean to drink?
Mm-hmm.
We are
Right.
very successful.
Yeah.
We pay a lot into the system.
Yeah.
We don't need liquid death. Oh, this is cotton candy death.
Yeah.
And we had to suffer.
You suffered for you, liquid death.
This has been a very disappointing segment of Are these game day drinks? College football picks. Pop quiz, Sammy.
Yeah.
The national championship game is on Monday. Who's playing?
Ohio State. Oregon? I
Oh,
don't know. I forgot who the other team was.
50%. Notre Dame.
No, I should have known that too. I should have known that.
All right. What's the number 8 Ohio State and number 7 Notre Dame Monday night at 6:30 p.m. Sammy, what's the line?
Notre Dame's 8 plus 8.5 with a total of 46.
Okay, this is a tough one to pick. I did a lot of research on this. Okay, the national championship games seem to score very high. You could say, well, that really doesn't give you a lot of data. I think that it does. It tells a tale that these games they're putting on a big show. They're pulling out all the stops. The ball control isn't as important. The clock management isn't important. They're trying to put up some points and then control the clock. I think they're going to come out and score some points in this. What are we taking, Sam?
Taking it over at 46.
Yeah, it's low. I know Ohio State's defense is very good. They're only giving up 12.2 points per game. Notre Dame's defense is really good, too. They're only giving up 14.3 points per game. Ohio State's offense scores almost 36 points per game, and Notre Dame's offense scores 37 points per game. The line indicates where I'm going with that. Notre Dame plus 8.5, possibly. I just think Ohio State's going to pull away at some point. And then I have a prop there. You see the prop?
Where am I at here? Oh, yeah, though. Carnell Tate, over 40 yards receiving.
Yeah. He averages almost 50 yards a game, 49.9. Notre Dame's going to have trouble with Jeremiah Smith. They shut him down in the last game, but it opened up stuff. It opened up the game for Tate. Ibuka is going to stretch the field too, so I think Tate's going to reap the benefits on that. So we got 2 picks. We got over 46 and over 40 receiving yards for Carnell Tate. We'll post those on X. We might have some other props on Monday night, especially if we won in NFL.
Oh, of course.
Because then you go wild. You're playing with house money, and you go, "Oh, I like this one too.
Yeah.
Let me put a long shot on here." So it should be an interesting game. I do think Ohio State's going to come away with it fairly convincingly. They just seem like this is their year.
If I had to pick, I'd pick Notre Dame because I hate Ohio State fans. I feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
Notre Dame fans are a little bit better, so I'm just going to root for Notre Dame.
Oh, I find them both to be dreadful, but
Yeah.
Ohio State are worse.
Just worse.
They're worse. They're obnoxious. They're obnoxious. They just don't have the Catholic element there. And I'm somewhat Catholic, so I'm allowed to say it. All right, that's it. Follow us for more. The college football season's almost over. We're not going to have a winning record in that unless we take a whole lot of plays. We were 24, 32, and 1 for the season. Whatever.
That's
NFL's where we make our money, Sandy.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
NFL picks.
Sammy, I love this time of the year. NFL playoffs. The teams are getting better now. The wild card weekend, there wasn't a whole lot of upset there, not a lot of surprises, but now we're getting into the pretty good matchups there. What do we got? First game.
First up, Texans at Chiefs. It's Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Texans are plus 8.5 with a total of 41.5.
All right, the Chiefs won on December 21st. The Chiefs won 27-19, but that was the game that Tank Dell had that really bad knee injury.
Okay.
It happened really early in the third quarter. He caught a touchdown, but he tore up his knee, something horrible. They had to get stretchered off the field. It was a mess, and they were about to get it to 17-17, but there was such a delay in the game. It was 17-16, and then the kicker missed the extra point. Everyone was distraught, deflated, all that stuff, and they only scored 3 more points after that. But they were hanging with them. Yeah. It was 17-10 at half. The Texans were coming on. They were hanging with them. Because of that, what did I take?
Over 41.5.
Yeah, it's low. The Chiefs could slow down that game pretty good, and C.J. Stroud could get lost, but they got this far. I like over 41.5. Couple props I like. Travis Kelce's over 52.5 receiving yards. I might take that. I haven't put any of these in, but follow us on X and Instagram at PointsTakenPod. 52.5 receiving yards. He averages 51.4. DeAndre Hopkins over 28.5. He averages 38. Those are interesting. I like those. Will Anderson Jr. over a quarter sack. So if he gets a half sack, you hit. All he has to do is be involved in a sack, basically.
That's always interesting. Half a sack, huh?
Yeah. So, if you get there...
we can start calling you good old half sack.
Yeah.
I like
it. No. I got
almost, you're right.
I got my surgery.
Full
I'm
sack.
good. This guy, better than ever. It's all working well. Will Anderson Jr. over a quarter sack. Kind of like that. I think I'll take that. He had a sack and a half in the last game versus the Chargers. He's been tearing it up pretty good. The Texans team total is over 15.5. Even on a bad second half where one of their teammates went down with a terrible injury, they still scored 19 in that game. I don't know. I mean, I'm going with the over 41.5, but that team total's low. Texans average 22.4 points per game. So we got one bet. I'm sure we'll have many more. Let's get it started on Saturday. All right, what's the next game?
Commanders at Lions, Saturday at 7 o'clock. It's Commanders plus 9.5 with a total at 55.5.
Yeah, they're expecting a blowout in this one. Probably going to be... The NFC games are the least interesting to me. This is maybe a little better than the Rams-Eagles. We'll talk about that next. But I don't know. I mean, the Commanders are a young team. They got a rookie quarterback. The Lions seem to be the team of destiny here in the NFC, but the
Commanders did look good, but I just can't. There's just no way they're going to show up and play against Detroit.
Yeah.
Well.
Even getting it's up to 10 on some lines. 10's a lot in a playoff game. The total 55.5 seems too high. What are we taking?
Commanders team total over 22.5.
Yeah, that seems low. They put up 23 last week versus Bucs defense that was playing pretty good. Not a great defense. The Lions defense, they're really banged up. I like that. The Commanders average 28.2 points per game. A couple of the props. Jameson Williams, the receiving total on him is 54.5. He averages 66.7. He's a Bama boy. It's a homer bet, but I'm going to look into it. I might take that. De'Ami Brown, 33.5 yards. He only averages 23.4 yards, but the last game he had 5 receptions for 89 yards and a touchdown. De'Ami Brown, do you know who he is?
Nope.
He's the guy who caught the Hail Mary versus the Bears.
Oh.
The tip. Old De'Ami Brown.
Oh, yeah.
So you might have put him out of your mind, but he has not forgotten you, Bears fans. That changed a lot of seasons. That changed the Commander season and the Bears season. Pretty good.
You saw things turn around real fast for the Bears.
Yeah. So those are 2 locked-in picks. I see 2-0. Easy. All right, we go on to Sunday. What do we got?
Rams at Eagles, Sunday at 2 o'clock. Rams are plus 6 with a total at 43.5.
All right, I talked about the Vikings-Rams game last week, which turned into it. We didn't even talk about that. It was so bad.
Yeah.
The Vikings are a mess. Sam Darnold might have cost himself $100 million plus. At the last 2 games, he put up 9 points. 14 wins and then 9 points in the last 2 games. Got himself in a pickle. I don't know what the Vikings are going to do. They had a really good season, but they got figured out, it seems like. The Rams. I said, oh, the Chargers. It's Jim Harbaugh. His brother's in the playoffs in the same conference. Blah blah blah. Maybe they're a team of destiny. Maybe they're a little fired up from what's going on in Los Angeles.
Sure.
They were not. They were terrible. They were terrible. But the Rams stepped up. The Rams stepped up and played well.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Do they keep that going versus the Eagles? They're getting 6. This is a tough game to cap. What are we taking?
We're taking Saquon Barkley over 111.5 rushing yards.
Saquon.
Is that what I said?
You said Saquon. It's Saquon.
Saquon. Okay, Saquon.
So on November 24th, the Eagles played them. They won 37-20. Saquon ran 26 times for 255 yards and 2 TDs. The overs 111.5. I like this bet. I kind of like the Rams plus 6. I said in the last episode I won't touch any totals with the Eagles. That total's low, but it seems like bait. 43.5. They hold the ball too long.
Mm-hmm.
And Jalen Hurts runs the ball, Saquon can run the ball, and they get it down to like 5 seconds before they snap the ball. They just burn it. There was another prop I like. Puka Nacua to have the most receiving yards in the game. He's minus 120. If you're going to bet their totals, Puka's total is 90.5. He averages 86.2 yards.
Okay.
But the next guy down is A.J. Brown, and his total is 69.5 yards, and he averages 77.8. So they're saying Puka's better by 31 yards than these guys. He's only minus 120. Yeah, you're betting against the field, but there might be a little value there. And the first game, Puka had 9 receptions for 117 yards, and A.J. had 6 receptions for 109 yards on the TD. So, but the last game, like Jalen Hurts was not throwing the ball well at all.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of faith in the Eagles. I think they come out of this one. But I don't know. Rams, Lions. I mean, don't you think people are going to want to see if Stafford could come in? If Stafford comes in and beats the Lions and ruins their Super Bowl.
Oh, man. Which that could happen.
That's why Rams plus 6 is an interesting bet,
Mm-hmm.
and I might still take it. Are they the team of destiny? Are they inspired? They do have a good coach. They've won a Super Bowl recently. They're very banged up, though. And I think the Eagles are a much, much better team. I cannot stand their coach, and their fans are, oh boy, we'll talk about them in the news. What's the last game, Sambo?
Ravens at Bills Sunday at 5:30. Bills are plus 1.5 with a total of 51.5.
Yeah, okay. September 29th, early in the season, the Ravens won 35-10. I mean, embarrassed the Bills. Derrick Henry ran for 199 yards in that game.
Wow.
He started the scoring off with an 87-yard TD run. His over in this is 96.5 rushing yards. He averages 117. That seems like a pretty good bet. It's going to be really cold. They're going to be on the ground. I think Josh Allen's going to run a lot. I think Lamar Jackson's going to run a bit. And I think Derrick Henry's going to pound the ball a lot. I'd like that bet. I haven't taken it yet. Because what are we taking, Sam?
We're taking the Bills plus 1.5.
Yeah, I think I might just stick with that. I think the Bills are going to win, but I think it's going to be a really, really fun game to watch.
It's going to be a dogfight, but I do think the Bills are going to pull this one off.
I do too.
Yeah, they're looking good.
I do too. But the Ravens look really good too. This game's going to be great. It's going to be great. I'm going to try to live bet, live tweet. Follow us on X at Point Second Pod, Instagram at Point Second Pod, and we're going to have fun watching that game. And then the next day is Inauguration Day, so we'll see if the world ends. Some people think so. Sammy's picks. He was 2-0 last week, ladies and gentlemen.
Got to repeat it.
2-0. What do you got, Sammy?
Texans at Chiefs. I am taking the Texans plus 8.5. The Chiefs, sometimes they just squeak by.
They squeak by. They play some tight ones.
Yeah, but they've been off, 2.5 weeks? They come back hot. I did screw up. I forgot to see if the Texans defensive lineman, I think Payne, his name came back, because that could be big. But I think the Texans can at least keep it close. They're not going to win, but I think the Texans can keep within a touchdown.
Not sure who you're talking about. There's a Daron Payne on the Commanders.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's the Commanders. Got my teams mixed up. That was the Washington Commanders, yeah. Okay, so then I'm still good.
Coin flip, everybody. He was 2-0 last week.
2-0. It's well my next bet.
Okay. Texas plus 8.5.
I'm trying, James. I'm trying.
What's your second bet, Sambo?
Ravens at Bills, and I'm following you on that one. Bills plus 1.5.
All right, kiss of death. Bet the Ravens.
Yeah.
Pound the Ravens. It's 2 of us. It's unanimous. The Ravens win. My Ravens friend Rob is going to be real happy with us. All right. Sammy's picked 7, 10, and 1 for the season. He's hot, boys. He's hot. Follow him. We are 40. PTP is 42 and 45. We got some catching up to do. We're definitely betting over 3 games this week. So we will try to get over the 500 mark and keep it going. Keep it going full steam. There is still some news to talk, Sammy.
We got some talk about.
Let's do it. Well, after that analysis, I got to know, are you watching the games this weekend?
So I do plan on watching the games, yeah. I got a text today from my dad asking me what I'm doing for the game Sunday. So I'm going to test you right now, Dad. If you watch this episode, because he asked if I can come watch the games with him. If you watch this episode and you text me and said, you saw this, I'm coming to your house to watch the games. But I'm not coming if you don't watch this episode.
I love it. I can't wait for the update on Monday. Don't play yourself, Mr. Schaefer.
Yep.
Watch the show. Sammy, what else is in the news?
TikTok will shut down their app in the United States if the ban goes into effect on Sunday.
Yeah, this is kind of big news right now.
It's real big.
The Sunday's a deadline.
Biggest social media company in the world, I think, right?
Is it? Yeah, I don't know. Are you on TikTok?
I am not.
Nor am I. We wanted to sign up the PTP on TikTok for the last 2 years. But guess what? Our feet dragging really paid off now.
Ahead of the curve.
We didn't do any extra work. You're welcome.
We're not losing any followers.
Yeah. The Supreme Court appeared inclined to uphold a law that President Joe Biden signed last spring on national security grounds. It says Trump wants some time to try to figure out a deal. A lot of other lawmakers are saying we need time. You're going to stop jobs that people have. I don't know. What's your thoughts on it? It's a China company, but if China wants our information, they already have it.
They do.
I mean, we have tracking devices and microphones in our pocket.
You know Facebook sells that shit to them.
Yeah.
They've got all my information. Like, that's not a reason that I care.
Yeah.
But I also think social media is kind of killing us, so I'm okay with it going away.
All of it could go away.
Mm-hmm.
All of it could go away. One of the lawmakers said a ban on TikTok not only violates the free speech of millions of Americans, but it also jeopardizes the livelihoods of creators and small business owners who use the app. We need laws to protect Americans' data, but banning TikTok is not the answer. I mean, I agree with that. I'm not sure that's where they're going. I don't like anything that infringes on the Constitution.
I know, but it's not like they're stopping all social media, just this one.
Yeah.
So you can go back to Facebook or something.
You can go to Facebook.
It's not like they're saying you can't post. You just can't use this site.
Yeah. I mean, there's Snap. What other ones do you use?
I mean, well, Snapchat's was big. That's gone. Then there's X. That's kind of on its way down or up. I don't know.
Yeah.
Instagram. All of those. Those are the big ones.
Facebook, Instagram, and X are the only ones I use. And like I said, I'm a hypocrite because I can't stand Zuckerberg, but everyone's on it.
Yeah.
It's
and they own everything.
What do you do?
Yeah.
You can give people all the data you want and just say it's killing kids. It's a harm to children in our society. Yeah. I know, but I want to see where people went on vacation because I wasn't invited. We invented Giwi for that.
Exactly.
All right? You didn't catch on. No one hashtag Giwi.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Now, this is why we're losing TikTok because nobody signed up for Giwi.
In case you're forgetting, FOMO is fear of missing out. Giwi is glad I wasn't invited. It's a stick right up their behinds of, I don't care about your stupid trip. You're fake. You're phony. I don't want to be invited. Giwi. Everybody's like, I want to. You're missing out.
You know what? Giwi to TikTok. I'm glad we're not on it.
Yeah, Giwi to TikTok.
Uh-huh.
Right, Sammy. All right, so we'll see. Sunday will be an interesting day. It might all shut down. If TikTok shuts down on Sunday and Trump's president on Monday and it's MLK Day, like next week could be kind of crazy. Like,
so what? That all happens within 24 hours.
24 hours. I mean, the wildfires are still going on.
Oh, yeah.
We're still getting over like the New Orleans tragedy. Like the world is jacked up.
Mm-hmm.
Stay at home. It's going to be 1 degree on Monday here, I think. So I'll be inside. I'll be inside drinking liquid death. All right, Sammy, what else?
The Philadelphia Eagles fan who was fired from his job and banned from Eagles game after a viral video was released has issued a statement.
Okay, look at this guy.
Yeah.
He's a real winner. His name is Ryan Caldwell. You watched the video today.
I did, yes.
If you haven't seen it, we commented on it on X.
Mm-hmm.
It's on there. But all you got to do is look up Eagles fan, and it pops right
It's
up.
the first thing that pops up.
This guy, he was fired from his job. I guess he was like in charge of DEI implementation.
Yeah. Oh, what an idiot.
Diversity, equity, inclusion.
How fake is that?
Yeah.
This is the guy that's in charge of DEI? Yeah.
Yeah.
Crap.
And he was captured on video heckling a woman named Allie Keller, female Packers fan, and repeatedly calling her a dumb C word. Wow. He issued an apology on Wednesday to the New York Post. He was fired from his job, the DEI-focused company, and banned from all future events at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly.
Good.
Okay, I'm surprised you took this.
Why?
Okay,
Why do you think I would take that?
we'll talk.
Okay.
He, Ryan Caldwell, that's his name, Ryan Caldwell, scumbag. He explained in a statement that the video circulating online does not reflect the full context of what transpired, and my actions were not without provocation. Okay, I watched the video again. He is in her face. He will not let it go, and he's challenging her fiance to a fight.
I'm sure he's alluding to maybe something she said earlier, but not. There's nothing she could have said to deserve that.
But then I look on the thing, I look on the comments, and they're like, "You're wearing a different jersey. What do you expect?" And I have family that have been to that stadium. They were wearing Bears gear, and it was a man and a wife, and the wife was pregnant, and they said they got really abused, verbally, just for wearing a different jersey.
It's such crap.
And I can't believe how disgusting some of these people are with their stupid fucking team. And those guys don't give a By the way, Eagles fans, right now, they don't give a fuck about you.
Don't.
Okay?
They don't even know you exist.
They don't know you exist. You're a fucking dork.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? You didn't show up to the game. The next person would take your ticket.
Yeah.
And the Eagles wouldn't care.
Big tough guy. Big tough guy. You and your brother and your friend challenging a woman and her fiance to a fight. We're all scared of you, Ryan. Everybody's scared of you, DEI fucking pussy. All right, but I want you to read his apology, because this seems like something you're going to have to do in the future anyways.
I actually almost had to write this letter once. While attending an NFL game last Sunday to support my beloved Philadelphia Eagles, an incident occurred that I deeply regret, Caldwell said. What began as banter with two Packers fans sitting near me escalated to something more serious, and I said things that were unacceptable. In the heat of the moment, I chose unforgiving words to address one of the fans, Miss Allie Keller. I want to sincerely apologize to Miss Keller for those words, and to my wife, family, friends, and former employer, colleagues, Packers fans, Eagles fans, Philadelphia Eagles, City of Philadelphia, and all who were offended. That said, there are two sides to every story. The video clip circulating online does not reflect the full content of what transpired, and my actions were not without provocation. How can I say that word? God damn it. Provocation, thank you. I will live with this experience, and I'm certainly paying for a personal price. For those who don't know me, this incident does not reflect my values or represent what I have that I have for others. It is not indicative of the person I am.
Okay.
I got that last word right. Indicative.
Look, hey, we learned something
I'm
new
a
today.
1-1.
All right. Nice words. All bullshit.
All bullshit. Because his whole career is based off of DEI, and now he can't get a job.
Can't get a job. You bet on the wrong horse, Caldwell. You jackass. You can't get a job. This guy's he's in big trouble.
He is. You know what? And you made a point. Like, people in the comments section were saying, oh, he doesn't lose his job. It's not fair that his life is on the line. Bullshit. I hope he can't get a job. I hope he loses his house. I hope he ends up under a bridge homeless somewhere, because the world does not need guys like this piece of shit.
Wow.
It's
I like
trash.
I like it.
You trash talk. Oh, you got a woman's face over a football game? No, we don't need you.
Right. Even if she was being a total C word.
That's fine. There's still better ways to handle it.
He was such a bully.
Absolutely.
He was a bully. Him and his stupid brother was just standing there waiting for it. Why does everything have to be a fist fight? And people were saying the fiance was a puss and all this stuff. What's he supposed to do?
You don't have to fight. You don't have to. In fact, if you did fight, you'd both be in jail. No, the right thing to do is record it and get this guy fired. Good job, fiance.
Yeah. At first, I was like, he should have. I mean, he said as much as he could have without it turning into a thing.
I think he said something, hey, tough guy or something.
Yeah.
But he's not going to spend that kind of money to go to a playoff game and get into a fight.
Yeah. I mean, you would. You wouldn't spend the money, but you would get in that fight. I actually
almost had to write an apology letter to a Bears season ticket holder once. Yes. It happened.
Yeah.
So I get it.
My deepest apologies. But he didn't seem drunk. He probably had a few in him, but he seemed just full of anger. Full of anger. He's sitting in shit seats. His beloved Eagles. Well, you can't go to the games anymore, dickhead.
Yeah.
So
he looked like he was up in upper deck type thing, right?
Yeah, upper deck.
It looked pretty high up.
Just a punk. Just an asshole. Nobody wants to go to these games because the NFL doesn't protect the fans. They don't pay enough security. This shit's out of control. They let them tailgate. They let them jump through fucking tables, that are on fire. and they abuse people. It's just, who wants to go to that shit?
Yes.
I got 3 daughters. They don't care. This NFL obsession dies with me, and I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I've had enough.
I'll watch
I
it at
hate
home.
the people.
Mhm.
I'll watch at home on my nice television
Mhm.
in a bathroom that doesn't smell like
Oh.
10 bodies
The
exploded.
bathrooms are the worst. They really
Bathrooms are the worst.
Mhm.
It's just terrible people.
are. Hot dogs gonna cost you $12. Beer's
Yeah,
gonna cost you 20.
You gotta high five somebody if they
Mm.
score. Enough with the high fives. High fiving strangers. That's
Yeah,
enough.
you don't like high fiving strangers anyway, so that works out well for you.
Don't throw around the C word. Do you throw around the C word, Sam?
If I use it, well, I sometimes do because I used to work for an Australian company and that was like just part of the banter.
Yeah.
So sometimes it pops out.
You ever seen the movie True Lies? Where Jamie Lee
Yes,
Curtis
yes.
goes, "Have you killed anybody?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "Yeah, but they were all bad."
Such a good line.
Whenever somebody says, "Have you ever used a C word?" I was like, "Yeah, but they were all bad."
That's one of the few Arnold Schwarzenegger moments where he delivered the line perfectly.
I wouldn't say it to like somebody who's like, "You forgot pickles on my
No.
burger."
Yeah.
You know, some people deserve a bomb on them sometimes. Confession. All right. Luckily, no one's watching, but thank you for the people who are.
Thank you. Thank you.
We appreciate it. We got a lot more to do. We got a couple more shows. There's more to do. College football's ending soon, but we'll be back Monday for our episode, and we'll talk a little bit more about that game. Who knows what will happen between now and then? The world could, keep burning.
Yeah.
Whatever. We
Yeah.
hope not. We hope everybody's safe.
I might warm it up in there a little bit.
But we're realists. If you go to a game, be nice.
Yeah.
If somebody's wearing a
Yes.
different jersey, hey, not the end of the world.
Just let it go.
Be an adult. Be an adult. Love one another.
Mhm.
Love one another. Life's hard enough. Don't be a prick. All right. Thanks for watching. Follow us. Watch. Don't watch. We're good either way. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.